Alright. Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. And shalom to my Akim, Wakim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this foul captivity. This is Brother Kawakam coming at you with another lesson. We have a few topics to go over. I believe more specifically just 2, possibly 3. And the first topic, let me get Matthew chapter 24, verse 4 or verse 5. Bear with me. Matthew chapter 24, verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said to them, take heed that no man... No, verse 3, Slakia. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Alright, so basically, the disciples are asking Yahushua, what are the signs, or what are the things that we need to be on the lookout for when we know that Yahushua will return once again, all right? And this is what Yahushua said, verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And you know what? That just reminded me of something that I recently learned in terms of the whole. I'm going to get into the whole Donald Trump and Elon Musk thing, but firstly, just to get this out the way, because it's shorter. If you've heard recently, I think it was recently, they had. I think it came out, there was an interview that came out that said Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, they basically made Galactus to be, to represent the God of the Bible, alright? And Silver Surfer is basically supposed to be Lucifer, or a quote-unquote fallen angel, because it's not Lucifer. The Silver Surfer works for Galactus, all right, but the Silver Surfer broke ties or something like that off of Galactus in order to, I think, help the Fantastic Four or something like that. So basically, what Stan Lee was saying was that that was his favorite character. Anytime, what's his name, Silver Surfer spoke, that was the words of. He specifically made it so that only he had authority to choose what the Silver Surfer would say, because that to him represented like being so heroic and whatnot. All right, and as a result of that, that also opens up a can of worms to what other Marvel things also parallel. That the biblical narrative that through their lenses, if you want to call it that. And one thing I will take note of is the Illuminati. All right, the Illuminati in the Marvel universe. All right, because apparently they are supposed to be the good guys, when in actuality us in real life, we don't view the Illuminati as the good guys, but yet you have these guys, the Illuminati, which in the MCU, it's Charles Xavier, Mr. Fantastic, some other Captain America, another chick that I don't know, and Black Adam, I think, or whatever that dude with screen powers is. So that was in the MCU, where with all of that, they're trying to show, this Illuminati is the good guys. But of course, there's a parallel to it. All right. So the the reason why it's painted that way is because very clearly he's trying to say that to them, they are the good guys, or the Illuminati is the so-called good guys, and YAHAWAH, alright, or the God of the Bible, or Galactus in their sense, in the MCU sense, that's the bad guy, alright? When we know that's not the, that's definitely, absolutely not the case, alright? Because, what's it called? Well, I'm not gonna fuck myself over by saying a bunch of shit, but you basically get it, alright? All the stuff that people have here is a reputation of the Illuminati, and we're supposed to believe that freaking, as a matter of fact, that as a result of them being called the Illuminati, that calls into question their morals, okay? So all those heroes that are part of the Illuminati, which I think in the comics, Iron Man and Captain America and more, other well-loved Doctor Strange and other well-loved characters are actually in the Illuminati instead. All right, and as a result of that, we should be calling into question their ideals, and that's why they got these, these kind of a bit of like side beloved characters like Charles Xavier, a Captain America that most people are not familiar with. All right. What's it called? And Mr. Fantastic, when he hasn't had his own movie in a while, all right? So they got all, before they're ready to actually introduce him and whatnot, I guess properly, if that is the case. But the main thing is just the fact that, this is what they're trying to push out on us, because they didn't want to, very clearly they did not want to make Iron Man, which literally everybody loves. Everyone had seen, oh, Iron Man is part of the Illuminati, so that means that he's actually a bad person, or they have that negative connotation towards him, because the Illuminati is very clearly associated with that. That's why they got these, as I said before, these others to be the Illuminati instead. All right. So as a result of that, yeah, this is the view that they have. With that being said, additionally, another aspect of it, all right, as I read, is the signs that we are waiting for, the signs that we're looking at. One of the signs being, I believe in Matthew 24, I read it, but it was wars. Okay, what's it called? Donald Trump just recently said, I believe, I forgot, February 5th. Yeah, 5th. All right, he said he wants to go and take over Palestine. All right, which again, that's a crazy statement. He's basically just going to go and conquer a freaking country just because of you know what? All right, he's gonna go and just take over their land, just take them out, okay, forcefully take them out. It's a crazy thing. Like you're over here living here, you've been living here for multiple generations, and then randomly some dude just says that, like, okay, well, you know what, fuck you guys, we're gonna go take your stuff, you're not gonna be here anymore, and stuff like that. Like this is the stuff that Babylon is going to go do, thinking that they own the place, they're gonna go steal other people's stuff. All right, and that's because the Lord gave him the power to do that also, by the way. All right, and that's a very important thing to do. But okay, this is basically a rumor of war. Okay, which Yahweh decides is going to actually turn into an actual war very soon. But before that, okay, because as I was thinking about this, I was hearing this, I also remembered yesterday I heard that Elon Musk gained access, I said read-only access to the, I believe it was the Treasury financial federal system or something like that. All right, where he's over here, he has access. He also said that the American government is wasting your taxpayers' money or whatever on stuff, and that he can save you guys $2 trillion. I'm pretty sure he said trillion. And as a result of that, it's like what do they have in store? And the thing that I am excited for and I am happy to hear about is that Elon Musk is, starting to dip his toes into the financial system. And as a result of that, that just automatically tells us that we're getting closer to the M to the O to the B, M to the O to the T to the B, right? So as a result of that, a very good sign of things to come. Okay, we're getting closer and closer to the end because we want the MOB and then the wars and stuff like that. Okay, then it's gonna be a draft and just all this stuff. It's just gonna be a flood of crazy things going on. All right, and again, like as it says in Jeremiah, I believe verse 10. Okay, be not dismayed at the things, at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed. Okay, so when you see all this stuff of war and calamity, all right, what's it called? Earthquakes, floods, all this stuff like that. When you see all these things that that's YAHAWAH. He's saying like, hey, I'm on my way. I'm coming for you guys right now. All right. So we should be rejoicing. We should be happy to hear all these things. Okay. Even when they say, there's gonna be war in your home, in your town. All right. That's still good. You have to have faith that YAHAWAH is gonna protect you. All right. You can have faith that YAHAWAH is going to protect you all throughout that. All right, it's not going to be easy. All right, and you might be afraid, but you shouldn't be afraid. All right, a normal person would be afraid. And that's where a lot of these Christians, a lot of these people are genuinely afraid. Okay, they're afraid that something's going to happen or we're going to get attacked. If you heard about what happened in Ukraine. All right. If you heard about what happened in Ukraine, there's a lot of people getting lots of women getting taken advantage of. People were getting killed indiscriminately. All right. Even I remember hearing there was a reporter, news trucks or news cars. They were marked news cars, and they're not supposed to be attacking them, but they were attacking them anyway. All right. I forgot which side did that, but it doesn't matter. They're not going to regard people. They're not going to regard rules. They're just going to do whatever they want because it's a war. And that's when you give these people power, they go on a power trip. All right, and literally anyone is fair game. All right. So yes, it's going to be a very trying and fearful time. But regardless, we still have to, basically have faith that the Lord is going to protect us throughout it. All right. Now continuing on, let me get this. Okay, so the next thing I want to get is Matthew chapter 8. Verse 29, and behold, they cried out, saying, what hath we to do with thee, Yahawashi, thou son of Yahweh? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? So this is the next thing I want to get into, which is Slakia, by the way. I'm just gonna be honest. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to post scriptures of what I'm going to be referencing. All right. I'm gonna edit this video heavily. I'm gonna put scriptures and stuff like that in what I want and what I'm talking about. Okay, because yeah. Anyway, basically, so what's happening is there's demons. All right, demons that recognize the sons of Yahawadah recognize the servants of Yahawadah, and will recognize us. All right, and the thing is, this reminds me of this movie I've seen. All right, 9 out of 10 movie. Absolutely go watch the movie. It's called Nefarious. Go watch that if you are spiritual and you can see enough about the Bible and the demons and stuff like that. Definitely go watch that. But in that movie Nefarious, the dude was possessed by a demon. Objectively, he was objectively possessed by a demon. That was basically what the movie was trying to portray. All right. I'm not saying objectively as in real life he was possessed, but objectively in the sense of objectively, the movie was telling him he was saying that he was possessed. All right. So as a result of that, as a result of him being possessed, all right, what he was doing was, the demon was just trying to ruin the host's body, life. The demon was trying to ruin the host's body's life, and there was this one scene where the psychiatrist, I think, was saying, "Hey, I'm gonna get a priest in here," and he brought a priest in here, and then the demon was like, "Oh no, it's a priest," blah, 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 pretending to be afraid. And at first, it might have seemed like he was actually afraid of the priest, but he was just kidding. He was playing around. He was messing with him. And the reason why we know that he was messing with him, because after the priest left, the demon called the priest opposer. Okay, because the priest had said, I've never dealt with demons before and stuff like that. Like I don't know, like if you wanna just try to talk, blah blah, let's try to talk this out. Because I honestly believe. Slakia. Honestly, I believe that the priest didn't believe that that a demon had actually possessed the dude. I think the priest was just trying to talk to the actual host body, the dude Edward, and they never really confirmed or denied that. They just showed that the demon wasn't afraid of the priest. All right, at the end of the day. And the thing about that is that, of course, demons, they aren't fake. They aren't messing around. They're actually like on some real business. All right, on some real like scary demonic stuff. And you have these actual posers, all right, posers like the priests and stuff like that, that pretend like, oh yeah, we're holy, we're godly, this, that, and third, and whatnot. But in actuality, no, they're not. Right? They're not about that stuff. They don't know what to do. They don't know about what does the scriptures say? How does the Bible say we get rid of demons and whatnot? All right, like they may or may not know of how Yahawashi had dealt with them, but but even then Yahawashi had the way Yahawashi dealt with them. It was simply because Yahawashi had authority. Had so much authority. He was so spiritual. He was on another level of spirituality compared to even us to today. All right, there may be lots of brothers that are very spiritual, trying their best to link with Yahweh or Yahawashi to the best of their abilities. But even then, like they're nothing. They are nothing to how Yahawashi was. And the reason why we know this is because the disciples were basically like the closest to Yahawashi that we could possibly get. All right, but yet they weren't able. There were some demons that they weren't able to get rid of. All right, or they needed prep time to get rid of said demon. All right, which they didn't have at the time. All right, so as a result of that, this is you have Fuck it. So as a result of that, all right, as a result of that, you're gonna have stuff with stuff with not being able to fully understand or comprehend the full power in terms of like exercising, if you want to call it that, or ridding yourself or others of demons. All right. So with that, there's also just the simplistic, getting rid of demons. But there's also 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 16, where when there was a demon on Saul, one of the ways to get rid of it is harp music, that calming sound. All right, that helps to rid us of demons when we start to bug out and whatnot. All right, I highly recommend listening to some harp music, or you putting it on when you feel bugged out, or just in general if you have some sort of electronic device, instead of listening to normal music. All right, if you're just relaxing at home, try to put on harp music to just relax your nerves or something like that. All right. Anyway, in addition to that, there is the authority. Again, going back to authority. All right. So with authority, let me get that in Acts chapter 19, verse 13. Oh, wait, that's perfect. Acts chapter 19, verse 13. Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of Yahawashi, saying, of the Lord Yahawashi, saying, we adjure you by Yahawashi, whom Paul preached. Suck it. And there were 7 sons of Shekva, a Jew, and chief of the priests, which did so. And the evil spirit answered and said, Yahawashi I know, and Paul I know, but who are ye? And the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them and prevailed against them. So they fled out of that house naked and wounded, and this was known to all the Jews and Greeks also dwelling at Ephesus, and fear fell on them all, and the name of the Lord Yahawashi was magnified. All right, so this is an example of someone that is a poser and doesn't have the authority and the power similar to that of what Yahawashi had came and what Paul had preached. All right, so you got these demons that had exercised. You had these demons that had exercised. So you had these Jakes. All right, I'll say that these poser Israelites. All right, that had attempted to exercise some demons, some strong demons. All right, because there was a time when Yahawashi had, for one of the demons that what's it called? The disciples couldn't rebuke. All right, what happened was Yahawashi had to go and rebuke it instead, and he said that these types of demons don't go out but by prayer and fasting. All right, so it goes to show like okay, yeah, there are certain things that you can do, and we are capable of getting rid of these demons. And when I say we, I mean us, lower level or lower, those under Yahawashi. All right, the people under Yahawashi, we are able to get rid of these demons. But the thing is that we need to be, fully in the spirit, fast and pray to actually get rid of these demons. Whereas on the contrary, Yahawashi, he really didn't need to do all that prepping, because he just had that much authority and power. All right. Whereas for these Israelites in Acts 19 that I just read, they didn't have the prep, they didn't have the authority, and the demons, if they were actual men of the Lord, the demons would have recognized him and said, "Oh, I know who this is." All right, and it's a very powerful thing. All right, that like it's like what's it called? Like if you know about like superhero movies and stuff like that, like that's a very like high regard. All right, because you have these freaking, like, say for example, Spider-Man. All right, Green Goblin. Oh, he knows about Spider-Man. He knows. Oh my God, this dude is always getting in the way of my stuff. Like all my plans are getting ruined based on Spider-Man. Like this is the type of authority you have. Like our name is dreadful among the demons. All right, because they know that we are working under Yahawah or Yahawashi. We're working. We are the representatives, the ambassadors. Okay, we're doing the work of our Lord Yahawah Yahawashi. All right, so when these demons see us, they're gonna be like, "Oh no, it's Spider-Man," or "Oh no, it's the Batman equivalent." All right, like these are or Superman equivalent. All right, we are a threat to these people. All right, or to these demons more specifically, just as the demons, all right, for the physical demon Satan, all right, the physical demon Satan and doesn't mess with us. The physical demon Satan hates us, and he sees us going against his agenda, his plans. All right, so that's why we're hated among the people. Okay, people see. You got what's it called? The government. They're watching us. All right, I remember late last year, they were saying that they were talking about how the Israelites are a threat, or that they need to be taken off the streets and stuff like that. But then this Jake congresswoman said, I know what you're talking about, but no, they're not a threat. They're not doing anything. There was an Edomite dude that was trying to say, "Hey, we need to get them off the streets," blah blah, and then she said, "Oh no, they're not a threat." So I don't think that they're threatened. I don't think they need to be taken care of. They're not doing anything. They're just talking. All right. So as of right now, when that actually happens, when he actually succeeds, all right, in whatever way, and that's when Amos 8 and 11, which I'm not going to get, Slakia, which I'm not going to get, but you can go get it yourself. If not, it will be on the screen. All right. Amos 8 and 11 is gonna happen, where there's gonna be a famine of the word, where no one's gonna be able to get the word of the Lord. No one's gonna be able to all the prophets are gonna be off the streets. All right, we're not gonna be able to come out here like this as we had been before. Okay, simply because either an authority, a law, or maybe they came after us and stuff like that. We're on the run, whatever the reason is. I don't know what it is yet. All right, but we have faith that the Lord's going to take care of us in that day. All right, we have faith that the Lord's going to take care of us in that day when the time comes. All right, and it's simply because of that exact same thing where Yahawashi, all right, he was also just preaching the gospel. He wasn't hurting anyone. He was actually helping people, but yet they still wanted him to die so badly. They said crucify and crucify. All right, and that's where we are also being viewed as and being branded as, villains and, bad, terrible people. All right, when all we're doing is just preaching repentance. All right, preaching the gospel, reading the Bible. All right, that's all we're doing. All right. I do know that there was that one instance of the fight that broke out for one camp, but that was because that one lady, she attacked them first, and you know what happened on the news? The news was printing it out to be that they were attacking her just for no reason. Okay, when she had approached them, she had attacked them first, and they were defending themselves. All right, which, by the way, I don't even know what happened to them. Anyway, yeah. So basically, they had been one news source was trying to paint the the Israelites, the brothers, the camp, as the villains or the aggressors. And another news source showed more context to the video where the woman had attacked them. All right, the woman had attacked them first, and as a result of that, that's when these people were exposed. All right, they were exposed as liars. The other news source, because you have these biased news biased news sources, trying to paint a narrative all the time. All right, they always want to make things seem one way, and information is a very important thing, which is why America is losing the information war. All right, they're trying to make themselves seem like saints when they're just devils. All right, so with that, I pray this was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawadah, Ba'ashem, MANASSEH, the elders, the apostles, the great millstone, Abad, and Shalom.